Monsieur Eric Cantona.
Oui, monsieur, Nihal.
Ça va?
Ça va très bien. Et vous?
Ah, aussi comme ça? No, I'm good. I'm good. Très bien. My notebook. There must be thousands of pages that you had to edit for this? Or were you given the space and the amount of pages and then you had to fill them? Because these are your thoughts and ideas that come to you every minute, every hour.
Yeah, I need to. It's a kind of disposition. Comment on dit? Disposition. Être disposé.
A state of mind.
A state of mind. It's a kind of a state of mind. I like to do it when I travel. Yeah. Travels inspire me. Looking at the people, looking at the thing around me, inspire me a lot. And I travel from point A to the point B, and I travel a lot in my mind. And I like to open some doors and to think about me, about the world, about what I see around me, and inspire me. Just a great feeling of freedom.
When you do a drawing, do you ever return to it?
No, I don't want to. No, I want. It's a kind of écriture automatique, when you write automatically, you know.
It's instinct.
Yeah, and I don't want to come back in it. Yeah, I like to face my subconscious, and I like to play with it, and I like to laugh with it. That's it, and I refuse to come back on it. Even if I make a mistake in a word, I put one more letter and I just scratch it.
So then, as an interviewer, asking you to analyze is difficult. To explain.
Yeah, but some of them I cannot even explain them, but I can see that there is some doors open. And I like the contemporary art. I like the conceptual art. I like when they explain to me something to open more doors, but I don't want them to explain everything, because we have to travel, and every piece of art is different. It depends on the mood you are. If you're happy, you are in front of the Mona Lisa. If you're happy, you see in a way, and you come back the day after, you're not happy, and you see different things. So there is thousands, millions of pieces of art, depending on who look at it.
What interests you more, the answers or the questions?
A question is an answer. Questioning myself, it's an answer of who I am.
How much do you question yourself? Because one thing people believe about you, Eric, is that you are supremely confident.
Oh, I'm not confident. I'm not so confident. I'm confident enough to express myself and to be free enough to express myself. But I need to have an opportunity to express myself. I need to have a piece of paper and a pen. I need to have paintings, some ink and a piece of paper or canvas. I need to go on stage. I need to have a play. I need to have the lines of the other ones. Any kind of art helped me to express myself. And I feel confident because I work and I know how to work to have the confidence to enjoy myself. But it's maybe I do that because I'm not confident enough.
You have to be confident to share this with the world, because most people may keep these things private.
I'm not confident, but I'm brave, and just don't care. I just don't care about what the people. Of course, I love when people like it, but if they don't like it, it's not a problem. And we can see that some like what I do since 20 years, and some don't like it. But it's a part of myself, yeah. Just no, it's not a question of confidence to show what you create. It's are you brave enough or not? Or you think that the world and the society is so important, so serious, and you can lose, and you can be prisoner of them, of the society and the people. But me, I just live in a circus, and I know how it is. I know life, and I just play with it, and I play with myself too.
The flag of the EU, with a human being clinging to it, with the word "windy."
Yeah.
What is this for you?
I think it's clear, no?
What did you think of Brexit?
What do I think about Brexit? I think one thing. I think that when the people vote, they should know why they vote. And people need to be informed before they vote and not after. It's the same not only for the Brexit. I think if you did the election after the result and the people was informed, maybe it would have changed a lot of things. But we give the power to the people to vote, and a lot of them, they don't even know why they vote. And it's the same in England, it's the same in France, it's the same everywhere. When I drive my car, I just have the license to drive it. You know?
What do you think of patriotism, about a loyalty to a flag?
I don't have I'm a bit like John Lennon. I don't have a country, I don't have a religion. I don't believe in all this kind of thing.
Do you live in Portugal still?
I live in Portugal, yeah. But me, I like any kind of culture. And inside of a border, for instance, France, you have different regions with different culture. And we can travel from one to another without any kind of problem. But in the world, we have a problem to travel in different cultures. I think it's a big problem. But me, I'm very mathematical, geometric. You know? When you start from a country and you zoom in, you go to the region, and then you go to the city, and then you go to your street, and then to your house, and then to your family, and then to yourself, and then to your
stomach.
Navel.
Your navel.
To your
Okay,
navel.
you're going really specific.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you go to your navel. And me, I prefer to zoom out. I start from the country and I zoom out, and then you have the world and the universe. And it's easier, I think, to travel and to respect any kind of culture. Me, I just have some point of view, and I gave my point of view. And today I give my point of view. But I don't want the world live like if I was the one to listen, like if I had the truth on everything. Just give my point of view, and I respect any kind of thinking and point of view and culture. I just like to travel, and it's very rich for a man to face, to exchange cultures, and
But you use
it's why I'm against borders.
Yes, and you draw something on borders. You also draw something about integration. Now, France, of course, somewhere like Marseille, or indeed any city in France, you have the inner city, and then you have les banlieues, and the different cultures that are split, that they don't mix. There isn't that integration.
In France, Marseille, it's a very cosmopolitan city, and
But the darker your skin,
yeah.
the further out.
But for instance, we have a social houses or apartment,
Yeah.
you know, but it's outside the city. and the working class people or the poor people, they cannot buy an apartment inside of it. But there is a rule in France that any commune, arrondissement,
Yes.
should build 10% of the territory for social houses and everything. But nobody respects it. Some of them respect, but the majority of them, they don't respect it. And I think it's because we don't know the others. We're not curious enough to try to understand their culture, try to understand them. And if we could mix all together, I think we'll not be, we will accept the other one. Because today we're afraid about somebody or some cultures or some religion we don't even know about it. We need to sit around the table or live in a city and be all together and speak all together. And I think we will respect each other much more than today.
Why did you decide to give over a property to refugees? Why did you decide to do that?
Why? Just because I can do it. I'm sure some people would love to do it, and they can, because I have a house, different houses, and my family came from my mother's side. They come from Spain after the Civil War, and they spent nearly 2 years in a refugees camp in the south of France. From my mother's side, they came from Sardinia because Italy was so poor this time, and they came in France to try to earn a bit of money. I just remember where I come from, and I loved my family, and I want to help because I can help. The people need it.
How do you feel about religion? If you look through this book, on 10 different occasions, I counted them, you can sense either the corner of a crucifix or the full crucifix. There is, of course, a page where it says expression de la tragédie, expression of tragedy with the cross.
As I told you before, I don't believe in any kind of religion. For me, it's a philosophy to help the people to live in, to accept the idea of the death. But I respect the people who believe in religion. But me, I think we come from a reaction between it's meteorological, biological, scientific, bacteriological. Just a reaction of something create a human. I think the man created God, but it's not God who created the man. But it's just my point of view.
Of course.
And I don't want to, if it helps people, it's great. But we can see also many bad things happen because religions. I think the problem is the people. People, what they do with religion, but what we have to face also, and we have to be honest that the man is not a good person. We are not good. It's just a reality, and we have to think and create things in knowing that.
Humility to know that.
It's humility, yeah. A bit of humanity also.
Yes. Again, another sketch, The Man Who Found the Stairway to Heaven, which I will show you. There you are.
Yeah.
If that is you, then what is heaven to you?
Heaven to me.
A man who does not believe in religion.
Yeah.
What is heaven?
It's the sun. We have the sun. See, we can see the half of the sun behind that. I think the lights of God, God is the Son. Yeah.
Yes, that's on another page.
Yeah,
And the hand of your mother.
yeah.
You seem to have had
The hand of God.
The hand of God, yes.
Yeah, of my mother.
Are you a mummy's boy? Do you know that expression?
I don't know it, but I can understand. And I think, yes, I am. Yes, I am. I am. I call my mother very often. And she called me also, and my father too. We are very family. Yeah. Maybe my sons and my daughters we have the same relationship with me and their mother. I hope so.
So what kind of father are you? Are you different to your own father?
No, I want my kids to have enough personality to say yes when they have to say yes, and when they want to say yes, and say no when they want to say no. Yeah, not to be influenceable.
Yeah, influenced.
Yeah, influenced by the others. Yeah, and after I want them to do whatever they want or like. But life. It's not so easy. Yeah, it's difficult sometimes. They have to work hard. I help them to go to the best school, and but after, they are men and women, and they have to be autonomous and work hard. But life, it's difficult.
When you were on the football pitch, you were a man's man, masculine, the king. When you go into acting,
A king with a queen crown.
a feminine king.
Yeah, something like this. Yeah, I like this. I like this way. Yeah.
But going from being the feminine king on the football pitch, I didn't see much femininity when
No?
you played football. Come on, you had the grace, yes, but to become an actor, what did you have to unlearn?
Unlearn.
To become an actor, to go from a football. I interviewed Rio Ferdinand.
Yeah.
Rio Ferdinand said there was no place for emotion on a football pitch or in the ground or in the changing
I don't
room.
agree with that. I don't agree. No, emotion is very important.
Not passion.
No,
But weakness.
emotion.
Emotion is weakness.
Emotion. When you are sad or when you are happy, when you are, you can feel the energy of the people. It's a kind of emotion to receive this energy. You know, it's.
He said when Ronaldo's father died, he said, "Ronnie, are you okay?" And then literally minutes later, he'd forgotten. And he didn't want Ronaldo to allow the loss of his father to affect his game.
No, we have to think about. We have to prepare ourselves mentally for the game. Yeah, focus on the game, concentrate on the game. But me, I never refuse any kind of emotions. Yeah, the emotion is. I think the emotion is very important. Very, very important. To feel the fire inside of you, and the emotion gives you the passion. I think.
This is very French, no?
I don't know if it's French. It's me. It's just my point of view. Yeah, and if I couldn't have any kind of emotion in football, I will not play football.
When you did that very famous karate kick, did you show it to your children, or did your children find it online on video? And if so, how have you explained that to them? What happened that day with that football fan, or hooligan, as you would say?
I got two kids, my son and my daughter. One is 29, the other one is 22. So the one from 29, he lived it in live, and the other one, 8 and 4, they don't know about it.
It's too young. Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you explain it?
But they love. He loves football, my son. Yeah.
How did you explain it to him?
If he asks me a question, I will answer. I will say that it's not the best thing I did. I also score goals, and give some nice passes, and I play with great players, with great managers. But it's a part of myself.
It's the passion.
And maybe they are here because I live that. All the chemin is the street I take. I want to accept everything. It's not easy when you are in the next few days, few hours. It's not easy. But at the end of the day, I'm very optimistic, and I say, I'll leave that because it will help me to become even better and to take a better way than if I didn't leave it. And today I'm very happy on how I am, and because I lived these kind of things, good things and bad things. So I don't have any kind of regrets. And yeah.
I know you are someone who doesn't like to look at the past. You constantly wish to move forward, hence why you're currently learning Chinese phonetically. You're learning Mandarin phonetically. But I do want to just cast your mind back to just before Jose Mourinho took the job at Manchester United, and you said that you felt that it was Pep Guardiola that would be better for Manchester United. Have you changed your mind on that since Jose Mourinho has begun to manage Manchester United and won trophies?
I love Mourinho as manager, and I said it before he arrived in Manchester. He's very intelligent, he's very clever, he takes all the pressure on himself, he's very psychologue. He has a lot of charisma. I love. And he won a lot of things, and he will win a lot of things. But the football I played and the football Ferguson played, Matt Busby before, it was very creative football, But Mourinho he will win a lot of things, but he's a kind of Björn Borg, and I loved Björn Borg when I was a kid. It's a bit paradoxal on what I became, but it was like this. And I even fight with my brother because McEnroe won the Flushing Meadow against Borg in the final. But today, in terms of football, I loved Cruyff when he was a manager of Barcelona. I love Ajax in the 70s. I grew up with this kind of football. And the football we played with Ferguson is very creative, and it's more Manchester United, I think. It's why I prefer the way Guardiola played. And I would prefer to have him as manager of Manchester United. It's more logical. So I just cannot understand why Manchester United takes a manager who plays in a defensive way. But he's a great manager. He's a great man, and I still love him. But I prefer to watch a game when Barcelona play, or I don't watch
Tottenham.
I don't watch Manchester City because it's Manchester City. But I would love to play the team managed by Guardiola.
Do you still harbour an ambition to one day manage Manchester United?
I would say if I manage one team, if I come back in football, it will be to manage Manchester United. But at the end of the day, I'm not sure about it. Yeah, but I would love to. But I do so many things, and I enjoy so much my life. So I don't know.
You've now acted for longer than you played football.
Yes.
So why would you go back to football?
Why? Yeah. It's why I tell you. But Manchester United is very special. I prefer to not have to think about that.
The adulation that you received as a player, how easy was that to walk away from? Even today, there are people who've brought in their football shirts. There are people wandering around here who shouldn't be around here, just loitering to have a photo, to be in your presence. This hero worship, this almost religious belief in you, Do you miss this? On a daily basis, on a weekly basis, walking out onto the pitch, 70,000 people at Old Trafford screaming your name.
No, I miss the game. Yeah, but to play the game and to play at the highest level, you have to do so many things that you need to have the passion, a real passion to do it. And I lost the passion to go to bed early, to be careful on what I eat, what I drink, what I think about. I was tired. But of course, if I could just play without training, if I could eat everything, if I could drink any kind of drinks, I would have loved to play. Still now, at the age of 50. But we have to be realistic. I just lost the passion to. Yeah.
Have you still got the skills?
The skills?
Yeah.
I think so.
The red wine hasn't got in the way of the skills. No? Le vin rouge. Huh?
Vin rouge.
Hasn't messed with the skills.
One glass of red wine, it's not a lot.
No.
But it's too much when you play football.